Hi everyone, I'd like to show an exercise for Diastasis Recti. Okay, you might be wondering what this is. I'm sorry about the strange angle. Basically, this is when the stomach muscle here is stretched. Okay, it's a stretched stomach muscle. That's what I've got here at the moment, is a stretched stomach muscle. Now, you may wonder, what has this to do with me? Well, 10 to 30% of guys have Diastasis Recti, have a stretched stomach muscle. Okay. Sit-ups don't help. In fact, you've got to avoid sit-ups. You can't do sit-ups and crunches and things like this. They don't work. They actually do it harm. Okay? There's certain things you can do, certain things that you can't. The thing is, as well, is you'll find that it can make standing for long periods difficult, but there is exercise you can do, and I'm going to share a lesser known one. I've just started working on it, and this is an exercise. It's unusual as it uses a weight. Now, they didn't used to think you could use weights with Diastasis Recti, so do check with a doctor before you do any exercise at all. Okay? Check with a doctor. How do you know if you have it? Well, if you do a sit-up or a crunch, let's do it just a sit-up, and you get a coning there, the stomach muscle goes to a cone, then you have Diastasis Recti. Also, you'll find that pregnant women get it after being pregnant. Some women get it, or it normally goes right. Again, but not always. Sometimes it needs exercises. And you can do exercise for it. There's things like bird dogs and things like this. But this is an unusual one. It uses a weight, okay? I'm using a 10-kilogram weight here. I don't think it's a good idea to use heavy weights with Diastasis Recti at all, okay? I'm using this, but I'm quite a big guy, so that's not too bad for me. Okay, you might want to use something very, very small, I would say. And I have done some other exercises. I've just started some other exercise before this that I've done for a couple of weeks. So, do be sensible, okay? And this is a very simple exercise. What you do is you hold it down by your side like this. I'll see if I can get so you can see it. And you walk up and down holding it in one hand. You do this for about half a minute to a minute, however long is sensible for you. But by that I mean, if you feel uncomfortable or something like this, then stop. The important thing is to try and stay upright. I don't know if you can see this here, but I'm staying upright when I do it. And you hold it and then you change hands. And then you walk up and down again. You don't have to turn the small space, you can do a large space. And what you do is you walk up and down, and it exercises the muscle along here, this way. It's not your six-pack. This lies below your six-pack. It's actually your transverse abdominis, okay? And that helps to force this back together. Now, Diastasis Recti can be caused by obesity. It can be caused by too much exercise or the wrong exercise. So sorry, fitness influencers, some of you will end up getting this. Now, you may wonder, why not just have an operation? The problem is the doctors where I am can't do it. They said, oh, there's this guy used to do it. It always went wrong. He couldn't explain why he was doing it, a good enough reason why he was doing it, so we don't do them anymore. So trying to find a doctor somewhere else, okay? And they said, oh, you have to be a lot smaller. That's what I was told. And it's not about losing fat. I do carry some fat, a little bit. I've got a nose. I need to slim down. I'm going to do that. But a lot of this is this. It's Diastasis Recti is what it is. And a lot of it is muscle. I'm a big guy. I can't really get down. I can't really half my body weight. It's not realistic. If I did it, I wouldn't be able to walk, and I wouldn't gain that muscle back when in time, being the age I am. I don't think it would happen. Not at my age. Not as a middle-aged man. So not many options, but you can fix it with exercise, okay? Apparently, you can fix exercise. It takes a while. It takes 6 months to a year. So don't expect it to be one of those videos where later on in a couple of weeks or a month, it's like, yeah, and he's transformed. It's not going to work like that. It's probably going to take me 6 months to a year to have any real effect, okay? It's long. It takes a long time when you've got an injury like I've got, okay? But it does fix. I'm going to try to fix it. But that's an exercise you can use using one of these. You can use a weight, a dumbbell. You can hold a suitcase. You can do anything you want. But that's what you do. You hold one in one hand, then you switch over and you do it in the other hand. And that's it. And it's just like the farmer's walk sort of thing. That's another one you can do. The strong men do when they hold a weight in each hand. That does it as well. But holding it in one hand is very good because it forces the body to keep itself upright and exercise not go to one side, I should say. Get upright, not go to one side, and to exercise your transverse abdominis. And that's the muscle you need to exercise. That's what fixes it. It isn't a six-pack that fixes it. Crunches will make it worse. It's the muscle that lies below the six-pack that nobody cares about. The transverse abdominis is the one that you need to exercise. And it's a bugger to exercise, okay? It's not as easy as just drumming out sit-ups. It's not as easy as that, but it can be done. And that is one of the exercises you can use to do that. You should contact a doctor before you do anything, and if you think you've got it, you should see your doctor. Try to see if you can get a physio first, although in my experience, they're difficult to get. They don't really seem to do anything. But if you can't find one, that's one exercise. There's probably going to do bird dogs first before you do that and work up to that if your weight's too heavy, okay? Try a shopping bag or something like that first. Don't try a weight. If you're just starting off, that's probably the best way to do it. And I would also say bird dogs are good. I can't do a bird dog here. They don't have the space. It's at the wrong angle. I mean, it's not a great angle here, but basically bird dog is a yoga exercise. You get on your knees and you're on all fours. Your knees are down there and your hands are here. And you move up your left arm and your right leg. And then you switch. And there's two ways of doing this. One is to do the yoga way where you hold it for a long period of time on each side. And the way that it's done for Diastasis Recti a lot of the time is as an exercise, more like you do for Pilates or something, is when you do repetitions. And you do 15 on each side, alternating. So you do like one side, then the other, and you do, that 15 times. That's what you do, 15 on both sides. And that's also a good exercise to do. You can follow that up with cat-cow, where you bend your back like this. I'll maybe show you these in another video. But for the moment, that's one to go along with. If I'm using a weight, you can use a shopping bag or a suitcase. It's a good exercise for a lot of people because it's a muscle that people don't exercise because it's not a sexy muscle. It doesn't make you look better, okay? Unless you've got this problem, you won't look any better with it. But it is important because if people are getting this problem through exercise and through obesity, I'm not a doctor, but I imagine it can be prevented by having a strong transverse abdominis would help to prevent it, okay? So do exercise your transverse abdominis. It's a very important muscle. And my name's S. Rob, and I'm saying bye now.